So we've got a green light now, Tim, in the A final. Boys under 16 double sculls is underway. So as I mentioned before, all 8 crews coming out clean. Oh, good. We've actually got a picture from the start. This will be handy.
Very even start.
It is. Who's that in lane number 6? John Paul College. You've just mentioned them in the B final. They've roared out, haven't they?
If half a canvas is roaring out, yep.
Oh, I think so. I think it's a good effort.
Good. It's early stages, and they've already got their bow out in front.
And then 2 over from them is Huanui College. These young boys from up north have brought a small team with them. Their coach has done a fabulous job for them. I didn't do a lot of commentating yesterday, so it's my first chance to have a look at them today. And they're in a good position in lane number 4. And I don't really think anyone's dropped off the pace. The only crew that's sitting in probably 7th or 8th position is only half a canvas down. So this is pretty even at the moment in the A final.
Yeah, well, St Peter's in lane 8 are sort of keeping on the pace as well, and it's still, well, it's not even a real arrowhead, isn't it? Is it? It's just about an arrowhead.
Well, I think it's just starting to see Huanui poking there. Well, it's only the bow ball, because right beside them is Waitaki boys, James Scott and Mark Taylor holding on to Huanui. And in fact, as I say that, it's Huanui and Waitaki just going out now to about, well, a canvas really still over St Peter's School number 1 in lane 3. Well done to St Peter's. They got two crews here in the A final of this event. Very well established sculling crew, Scull.
And meanwhile, in the B final, is Wanganui High School, who've been all the way leaders, coming home very strongly. John McGlashan now being challenged again by the Wanganui High School number 2 crew. It'll be a close finish between those two. They'll be the 3 place getters as we look back at the A final.
And it's Huanui, Tim. So it's Huanui by going, not quite a quarter of a length over Waitaki boys. So Eddie Brownie and Ben Monaghan from Huanui College, they hit the lead in the boys under 16 double sculls. And they're not yet at the 1,000 metre mark. And then Nelson College just starting to push as well. They'd be in a bronze medal position at the moment, Perry Smith and Jack Castle.
And St Patrick's College are just tracking them right down on lane 1.
They are indeed, actually. And what a great race this is turning out to be. They're still not at the 1,000 metre mark, but you have sometimes in previous races seen a bit of established settings by now. And Huanui just still holding that ever slight margin over Waitaki, but a good move from lane number 1. Joshua Nye and Daniel Ward from St Patrick's really giving it everything. And they've pushed themselves. They're only a bow ball just in front of Nelson College, but they're sitting in that bronze medal position unless there's a crew I can't see on this side of the camera.
No,
but it's, yeah. Well, it's still Huanui. Huanui College holding the slightest of margins over Waitaki. The bowman for Waitaki just has a quick look at Huanui. And not only can he see Huanui, but he's just noticed that St Patrick's moving as well. And it's now St Patrick's. They are level with lane number 5's Waitaki boys. So an amazing race here from Joshua Nair and Daniel Ward from St Patrick's in lane 1.
Yeah, they're just pushing ahead of Waitaki now, and they're bringing the crew alongside them. Nelson College with them, and Waitaki under all kind of attack now. And look at St Patrick's, they've moved right up alongside Huanui.
So through the 1,000 metre mark, Huanui College went through in the first place, St Patrick's went through in the silver, and third place was Waitaki Boys High School. But all of those crews within half a length of each other. And look at this race from St Patrick's. In fact, I think they're in the lead now, Tim.
Yeah, I think they've just got the bow in front now, and that this is the third 500 where the pain really starts to kick in. And if these boys have got some energy and some power through the third 500, they're going to be pretty lethal, and they're going to be hard to catch over the final 500. They've gone out now to half a length lead over Huanui, and in fact we've got now also Nelson College have gone ahead of Huanui as well. Huanui is really feeling the pressure, and so too Waitaki boys, the early leaders. And now it's unusually for the qualification that these crews have been through, we've got the inside lanes really putting pressure on the rest of the field.
They have, and this will be the biggest lead that we've had all race so far as we come down through that third 500. A great race from St Patrick's College in lane number 1. Right beside them since the green light came up, Nelson College, Perry Smith and Jack Castle. They've both overtaken Huanui.
Yeah, I think Nelson could be the sleeping giants here. They're just sitting there half a length down. They seem pretty comfortable, and they seem to be just moving, yes, with relative ease. And so it's just a question of whether or not the boys from St Patrick's have actually done more than they would need to do to win the race. And so it's going to be a very, very interesting last 500. They look very, very good coming through the thousands. A little bit of dirty water there from Huanui. But Nelson just sitting that half length down. But Huanui, don't count them out. They could come back. They're certainly the other crew that look likely to contest for the medals. They're just 500 or just under 500 to go. There's Nelson just creeping up now on St Patrick's, and Huanui just ready to pounce, I suspect. Look for them over the last 250.
Well, I think they're going to have to go now, Tim. This is where Nelson are going. You called it, and you said that they might be the sleeping giant. And St Patrick's now, it's down to half a canvas, because here comes Nelson College in lane number 2. And these two are meant to be one of the outside qualifiers for this A final, but they're battling it out for gold and silver at the moment. St Patrick's are starting to look over their left shoulder. They're showing a little bit of panic, and it's Nelson College with the boat run. Nelson and St Patrick's, they have now got clear water on Huanui. Huanui clearly in the bronze medal position, and I think they're a bit surprised by that. And it's Nelson. Nelson hit the lead with 2:50 to go. Boys under 16 double sculls A final, and these two are bow ball for bow ball. It's Nelson College and St Patrick's College, and they are side by side. Lanes number 1 and 2. This shows any of you in a final today that you can be in with the hunt if you want it. Who's going to win the gold medal? Here comes St Patrick's. Here they come. Lane 1 having another go. Lane 1 versus lane 2. St Patrick's hit the lead again. Nelson go into silver. We come down with 100 metres to go. Nelson and St Patrick's.
It's St Patrick's have got the momentum now. St Patrick's have got the momentum. And they're now just pushing away from Nelson. There's only about 5 strokes to go.
And it is going to be the boys in lane number 1. They've caused a big upset here at Karapiro. Congratulations, St Patrick's. New Zealand champions in lane number 1. Back out to lane 2 and out to Huanui College for the bronze. What a fantastic result. Well done, you two. Congratulations to Joshua Nair and Daniel Ward. Silver to Perry Smith and Jack Castle from Nelson, and Eddie Brownie and Ben Monaghan from Huanui College. You'll take out the bronze.
Time now to present the medals for the boys under 16 double sculls. This event is sponsored by Queenstown Resort College, and we have Laura Flannery from Queenstown Resort College. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for your support and for being here today. We begin with the winners of the bronze medal for the boys under 16 double sculls for 2015, Huanui College. In this crew, Eddie Brownie and Ben Monaghan. They're coached by Simon Kohler. Huanui from beautiful Tutakaka up in Northland, so they've come a long way.
Congratulations.
And they'll go back with a bronze medal. Let's congratulate Huanui College. Now the winners of the silver medal for the boys under 16 double sculls, Nelson College. In this crew, Perry Smith and Jack Castle. They're proudly coached by John Robinson. Their time, 6:53.14. One for Coach John. Big round of applause for Nelson College. And now the Aon Secondary School rowing champs, boys under 16 double scull champions for 2015, St Patrick's. We have Joshua Nair and Daniel Ward, and they're coached by Lua Tui Manafili. Their time, 6:52.41. Winners' t-shirts.
Thank you.
A very big thank you to Laura Flannery for presenting the medals from Queenstown Resort College.